All right, so in this video, or since you'll be watching the one long video, in this part of the video, we will make a request to OpenAI. Feel free to make a request on Gemini. There are AI SDK available for almost everyone. I'll show you that part as well because it's much nicer and easier to walk through and gets a confidence that I can also build this. So there is OpenAI compatible API for Gemini, and it's actually available for everyone. So you can use literally the exact same code, and as they mention it up here, so you can use the client as OpenAI exactly, and API key, obviously you have to use Gemini API key if you're using Gemini, but notice here we are importing everything from OpenAI in itself, and then you can hit the base URL as this one. That's it. Change this one option in the OpenAI, and that's it. You get everything from the Gemini. This is a nice secret hack. There are OpenAI compatible SDK for Anthropic, for Gemini, so no need to change the code. You just change the configurations in the OpenAI object in itself, and that's it. You get the job done. So I know, sorry for that. This is better, I know. Anyways, so once we're done with this, let's go and work on with this, the next step, which is AI title step. I'll give you the prompt as well. Majority of the work is in the prompt itself. And don't worry, I'll give you that as well. By the way, if this is bothering you still, I know for some of you, all you can do is just remove this and this should be all okay. Or you can just write any here as well. And there we go. Hope you are happy now. Anyways, so let's right click and create a new file. Call this as 04. What should we call this one as? This one is AI title fetch or AI title, whatever makes sense, .ts. And can we go ahead and grab initial few stuff? I guess yes. So we can actually grab all of this and paste it up here. And let's see, event config from Moshe is good enough. This is going to be step 4. And what we do in this one we uses OpenAI. We'll use GPT-4 or 4.0, whatever makes sense to you, to generate improved titles with better clickable rate or something like that. So we'll just go with that. And by the way, there's a festival going on outside, so don't worry about these noises if you're hearing them. Anyways, once we have this config, the name should be generate titles, and type is going to be event subscribes to videos fetched. So this subscribe to this event. If this event happens, then only we get this one. And this one is titles ready. And there could be titles error. Good enough. We have an interface of video. We'll keep it as it is. And we will also grab an interface. In fact, we'll override this one, which will be improved one. Improved title. So in the improved title, we'll keep the, need to remove all of this actually. This one is going to be original. Then we will have improved. And then we'll have a rational. Why is it better? We'll also ask GPT to reply in that format. And we'll also grab a URL, which is going to be string. Again, it's up to you how you want to craft your application. This one should be fixed. There we go. Now we have handler. We can simply go ahead and once we grab the job ID and email, that should be all. We can actually hit a try catch. The catch part is going to be almost exactly same. So if we shrink the try part, then we can grab the whole catch part and copy and paste it. There we go. Now let's analyze this because we'll be writing way less than writing the whole thing in the stuff. All right. So step 1, we have logger, which is error generating titles. And we can just simply grab the error message. The job ID email is not there. We cannot work with that. We grab the job ID. We set the status as failed. error message, and then we emit an event, which is YouTube titles error, job ID, email, and error failed to fetch improved titles for the videos. Please try again later. Told you, it's super easy once you start getting a hand on that. And once we are done with this part, the top part is also going to remain same. So let's grab it from the try part. This much along with the YouTube key, the data fetching. Let's grab at least this much. Copy this and paste it. What are we doing? We're grabbing the data, we're grabbing the job ID, email, the channel. We're not having the channel ID. We don't need this. Do we need the channel? We just need the channel name itself. All right. And we also need the videos because we are passing that. Are we passing the channel name as well? When we are successfully fetching the videos, we are passing on channel name and videos. Good enough. So we got the channel name, but I also need all the videos. Data.videos. And we don't have the channel name and all of that, so we don't need to log that info. Instead, what we can do is we can see video count that we can do, and we can have videos dot length. That should be good enough as a logging information. Now, instead of the YouTube key, because we don't need YouTube API key, now we need is OpenAI API key. And in this process.env, we'll be fetching OpenAI, come on, suggestion, API key. This is the one that we are checking for. Copy that, paste that. If we don't have the key, we'll say OpenAI API key is not configured. Told you, super easy. Once we are done with this, then we have this job data. We are grabbing it. Good enough. And then we can actually use this one as well. Copy this, paste this. We are setting the state with the status instead of failed. We can set it to generating titles. Don't need any error message. There we go. So state is now changed. Now we have to prepare a prompt with each of the videos and everything going through. So loop through and in just an array, go through with it and grab a value. That's all what we need. Oh, by the way, good enough. You were just unnecessary seeing a box. Didn't caught my attention. Sorry for that. Anyways, so once this is all done, what else we need to do? We need to loop through with each value and find the videos. So how we can do that? Const video titles. We can do that by videos dot map. And in each one of that, we can simply go ahead and say we have v as video, and we can have an index that could be a number. And there we go. Once we have this, we can actually have a simple backtick, and there we can have an ID. There we go. So this is going to be index. We'll add a 1 to it. Don't want to start with 0. And the video for this is going to be inside the double quote. We'll provide a title here. So this one is going to be like that. And we'll say this video will give me a title. Good enough. And then at the very end of it, once this is all done, all the backticks and everything is done. In fact, this one, we will just go ahead and say we can use the join method and can say that /n so that it becomes a whole one string because we need to send the prompt. I'll grab you the prompt as well. Don't you worry. So this is going to be const prompt. And I have written a prompt, but I'll give it to you in a second. Just assume there is a prompt here. Because first I want you to focus not on the prompt, but how we are going to make a call to the OpenAI. All right, assume that there is a prompt and we are using this video titles to be injected within the prompt as a text. And once this is all done, all we have to do is make a fetch request. It's a classic request response, or just a rather fetch response. So we'll just go ahead and say await, give it a fetch. Where do you want to make a request? It's simple api.openai.com. And there are a couple of ways how you can make a web request as they are updating their API. There are different ones. There are chat completion, there are direct streamings, whatever you want. The most common one that they still support is the chat completion, because that's how they started. Completions. And once you have this, you can provide this data just like this. First of all, this is going to be a method post. Then we have to provide headers. And we have to pass on one most important thing. Definitely that's not content type. Content type. And this one is going to be application/JSON. And this one is going to be authorization. That's the most important one. And this one needs to be backtick. Bearer token. And in the token, you provide OpenAI API key. There we go. So this is all done. Now, once we are done with this, we have to provide the body as well. There we go. What are you providing in the body? Make sure you actually JSON.string, very standard. I shouldn't be explaining this. JSON.stringify. What is, we will select a model. And that model can be anything. I have selected the GPT-4o mini. GPT-40-mini. This one happens to give me the faster response. You can choose the more complex model as well, but this one is ridiculously fast, so that's why I chosen up this one. And now next one is I have to provide just the messages as well. So let me go ahead and provide the message, or messages rather. This is an array. Messages. An array. In this, you provide different objects. So we have, let's just say, one object. After that, we have one object. There we go. So first one we start with is who we are talking to. So give it a role. The role is going to be system. And what is the content? The content we are providing is who you are. You are a YouTube SEO and engagement expert, come on, expert who helps creators write better video titles. This is, you're setting the context that who we are talking to. And then after that, we talk to it. So there we mention the role of a user, very standard approach. And this is where you add your prompt. So in the content, we simply go ahead and add a variable, which is prompt. There we go, prompt. As of now, we don't have anything in the prompt, but we'll add this. Let me actually grab the whole prompt in itself so that you can see what's going on. So I've already prepared a prompt for you. So I'll just copy and paste this. So what we're doing is, this is how the prompts are usually being added. You are a YouTube title optimizer expert. Below is the video length, video title from the channel. For each title, optimize this. And then we are providing the whole video titles. And we are asking to respond in the JSON format, in which you give me a title, which is an array of object. And you provide me the original, improved, and the rational for this. So you have to give all of this. And you have to explicitly mention that what kind of data you want. Like here, I've mentioned that respond in the JSON format. Sometimes we have to optimize for it as well. What if it doesn't respond in the JSON? We have to check that also. But in most of the cases, especially in 4o model, it just listens to you. Now, once you're done with this, with the message part, I can shrink this. There are some additional parameters you can provide. Like one of them is temperature. Temperature is nothing. It's how much creative we allow it to be. I would say 0.7. This is a value between 0.1 to 0.9 or 0 to 1. You can say that. I will say fairly be creative on that temperature. And then you can actually mention the response underscore format, how responsive you can be. In here, I can just simply mention the type of it. which is going to be JSON object. Once you mention this and also mention in the prompt, there are high chances that it will just give us everything back in a nice and easy format. Now, once we have this whole thing as a response, then we can go ahead and check if the response is good or not good. If there is no response.ok, then let's handle that case. We will throw the error data. So const error data, and that's going to be await response.json. There we go. And we can simply go ahead and say throw new error, and that's going to be OpenAI API error. And we can use this. And we have to grab the error data. Come on, too many R's. Error data. I don't have the format of this error data as of now, but I can just throw it directly. And if there is an error, we probably will have a message inside it. Should be okay. I am pretty sure this will give us a little squiggly line or something. But what we can do is we can actually just use an optional here, which says unknown AI error. We know at least what's going on with this. All right. But if we get the response, luckily, let's just say we get the response. Not luckily, we'll get it almost all the time. So we'll just say AI response. All right. We'll simply say await response.json. Good enough. And let's grab the AI content. And how do we grab it? AI response will give us this. Previously, ChatGPT used to respond with a lot of choices. And that is why still there is a choices element here. Now it just gives us one. So we always have to say square bracket 0. Previously, it used to be multiple responses. Now it just gives one, which is better. So we'll have a message dot content. And once we have the content being ready, now we can just parse it. So we can say const parsed response, because it will still be a string. So I'll just use a JSON dot parse, and I'll say AI content. There we go. So that's it. We have parsed it. Now we have to just extract the titles out of it. So let's grab the titles, and that's it. So once we have this parsed response, we have to grab this, because if you remember in the parsed response also, if I open up the prompt, we are supposed to receive this titles as a key, and then there will be an array, and then we'll have whole data. So based on this, we have to clarify this. Okay, where we are. Here it is. So once we have this, all right, so const improved titles. This can be of type improved title, which will be an array. How we are going to get this? Okay, first of all, go into parsed response, then find the key of titles that you have mentioned, and then go ahead and loop through it. Now, once we loop through it, then we'll just go through like this, and there we go. Once I'm inside this, I'll have a title, which I don't know what data type it is. So I'll just say any. I will have the index as well. Index. I know it will be number. I can use any as well, but I'll just say number. And once I'm inside this, I'll open up this object. And now I can say original. Hopefully that is there. I'll say title dot original. Then I have comma improved, which will be title dot improved. And then we will have rationale, and that will be title dot rationale. And we can also grab a URL, but that will not be the GPT responsible for it. I can grab it from videos that I have. Remember, we have already videos, and I also know the index of it. So I can just say for that particular index, give me the URL. And we actually extracted all these videos just up here somewhere. We need to short this, and there we go. We have this video titles and this videos, everything is here. So if you wish, you can give it, otherwise no problem. And once we have this improved title, we can log this as well. Logger.info. I can say titles generated successfully and what data you want to get. I'll say job ID is definitely one of them. I'll also grab the count of it, which will be given to me by improved titles dot length. Should be good enough. Now next up is we need to emit the event. Oh, before emitting the event, we need to set the state as well. So we can just go ahead and copy this and paste this. I can even make it a short template for myself. And whenever I need this, I just grab it. So come up here, paste this. Now, first of all, what is the data we want to set into this one? So job ID is good, job data is good, status is titles ready. And this one, we don't need error, but we need to inject improved titles here so that data can be used. And emitting, we are emitting as ready. Data is job ID, channel name in case somebody wants to use it. Definitely 100% improved titles. Email should be fair enough, and we don't have any error. All right, so hopefully this should be good enough as of now. Let's see what's happening. So this is updated. Let's see, hope we will be able to make an AI call. Otherwise, no problem. We can just go ahead and work more on it. Let me send this. All right, so OpenAI key not configured. All right, seems like my OpenAI key is not configured. Let me go ahead and quickly add that. All right, so as you can see that I have added my key now, and one more thing, you have to restart the project to run this. I'll show you one more time, no problem there. We can just simply hit the request and there we go. We can see this is going, we got the channel ID, video count and generated title, resolving the YouTube channel and generate titles, resolving YouTube channel. And there we go. I guess we need to see this here. All right, refreshed. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one is generating the titles. All right, we got good information. I think we need to update some of our logs information. That will be better because I guess generate titles, no, it is good. Title generated successfully. Resolving YouTube channel, it's working good. That count is good. The job ID is also good. And we can see the title is ready. So last week data system design, the improved title could be unlock last week's system design insight, key data revealed. Actually much better. And why this title is better? That this title adds sense of urgency and adds a value of emphasis. Good enough. Spam PR on GitHub can get your account banned. Improved title, avoid GitHub account bans. The dangers of spam PR explained. Actually good. Actually much better than what I write. All right. So I guess this is where we are right now. So we have now generated the titles. The next step is to just send the email and also walk you through how you can actually collectively handle all the errors. By the way, it's exactly same. You must be getting, I know it now, but we have to finish the project. So in the next part of the video or next video, we will walk you through with the resend email. And by the way, if you haven't created an account on the resend, go on to resend API. Hope you don't expose my API keys. Good enough, good enough. So here's one that I have created already. You can generate as much as you like. Just click on create API key. It will give you API key. The only thing is add your onboarding email. It's not written here. It should be written up here. When you don't pay, it's always onboarding@resend.dev. That is it. So let's catch up in the next video or next part of the video.